Hello, it's Tasha with A Purposeful You, and today we're going to be talking about bush beans. I'm about to harvest this whole bed here right now. There's still a lot of flowers, so I bet there's going to be a few more beans here going into September. We're in zone 9B, and it's so interesting this year with the heat, the types of vegetables that have grown so big so fast, but also they are still growing. There's still flowers on them. So it's a really interesting year, to say the least. This is our first year in this vegetable garden. We built this in March, and we are just going through the motions of the seasons and seeing the wildlife, the birds, the bunnies, everything just interact around us. And it's just been a magical year. Not to mention sleeping bumblebees. Those are the coolest things ever. I'll have to show you a little video here of these oh yeah, there it is. Sleeping bumblebees, so adorable. Okay, but let's talk about bush beans. I'm gonna show you how we plant bush beans. Also what spacing we did in this bed. This is an 8x4 bed. And I'm just gonna show you what our harvest looks like today and what 3 types of bush beans we plant. Incorporate bush beans in your yearly garden. They are so wonderful to pickle, to eat fresh. But the one thing with beans is you want to harvest them before they get too big or they can get crunchy and not so yummy. So let's look at our bean bed here and I'll show you how we're going to harvest today. So here is our 8x4 garden bed here. We just did bush beans in this bed. We love to pickle beans, so I wanted to have enough beans to have for the winter and the fall. Here's it from another angle. I incorporated some cosmos at the end here. This one hasn't flowered yet. This one is just so beautiful. It is you know, it brings in the pollinators, and it's just such a wonderful way to incorporate flowers is in your veggie garden. You don't need a dedicated flower bed. So what I'm going to show you is what a bush bean plant looks like. I mentioned we did 3 varieties, so I'm going to show you the different colors here so that you can see if this is right for your garden. Okay, I've harvested a few in the front here. So we're going to go in the middle, and oh, I'm going to show you this one right here. So see this plant here? This is one bush bean plant. One plant, and you know, at least 10, 15, sometimes up to 20 bush beans on one plant. Now I didn't stake these because I really planted a thick crop this year. They sort of held themselves up together, but you can stake this if you want and keep it upright so that you have a little bit more room in your garden. So I would recommend picking off the bean at the top. Make sure that you hold the plant so you don't rip the whole plant off. It's very, very delicate. And I would pick them about this size. If they get too big, they will not taste good and get a little bit bitter. I also want to point out, you'll notice this one is a bit taller than the others. Sometimes if they're taller, they're either a different variety. Like I notice a lot of the purple bush beans are all taller. So this is a purple variety. Let me show you here. Yeah, there you go. This is the purple one. They are all a little bit taller than the green ones or the white ones that we did. Here's the white ones. They're just a little bit lighter here. It makes a really neat dish if you want to have a little bit of color in your cooking. It's just really neat to be able to incorporate these vibrant colors. Like, look at this purple. It's so vibrant. That one I'm going to keep on. It's not quite full yet. I do want to make sure that they are at their full potential. And you can see here in mid-August, we still have some flowers. Let's look at it from this angle here. So this is 4 feet wide. Now I did 1, 2, 3 rows here, and I did the bush beans probably a foot apart, but sometimes I did about 6 inches just to test it this year. I was seeing the spacing rules, and you know, look at here. You can see that this is about 6 inches apart. They both grew just fine. So you know, I would challenge the spacing sometimes. If you're tight on space, put them a little bit closer. They will just grow up beside each other. So that's how I planted the beans. I did 3 rows, and now let's get into some harvesting. Let me actually show you how much we're getting here. I have one of these pouches and I just absolutely love them. This pouch is almost full here with all the multicolored beans. How beautiful. So like I said, I get about 10 to 15 beans per plant, sometimes up to 20 beans, depending on the season and the weather. So I just picked these ones quite easily here off of this plant. So I always hold on to the plant, rip it off nicely because they are delicate, like I mentioned. And you're just gonna go around and you're gonna see which beans are ready. You can see here we have so many beans. We have the white beans. We have a full green bean bush. So I'm gonna get harvesting here, and I'm gonna show you how much we harvested today. Okay, just for fun, I am going to harvest this plant right here that is just full of green beans. So one plant, let's see how many we get on this plant. Okay, it's so fun doing experiments. So I picked 21 green beans off of this one plant, and there's 9 more babies coming, and they're only about an inch long. So you can get almost 30 beans on one plant. Now I have to say, the green beans yielded more than the purple and the white beans. So, you know, you're gonna experiment in your garden, and sometimes you're gonna have some plants produce more than others, and then you're gonna know what seeds you wanna purchase for the next year. Okay, the harvesting of the beans is complete. Let's see how much we have here. Okay, are we ready? Whoa! That was faster than I thought. Check it out. I'm gonna show you what the bowl looks like. Okay, bam, here we go. Oh my gosh, this bowl is huge. We have all of these green beans and white beans and purple beans. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be pickling here. Okay, I hope you like my whoosh. All right, here's all the beans. So exciting. I am so excited to be preserving these beans that we grew. So this is your sign to grow bush beans. You can do so many colors, which is so fun. If you have any questions, just send me a comment or a message. I'm gonna link the seeds that we purchased here from West Coast Seeds. Yes, so let's just make this part of your 2024 garden plan. And so thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Like this video if you haven't, and subscribe to the channel.